Welcome.
Okay, this is the fourth now podcast. Let's give you guys a little bit of an update about what's happening. So lately I've been working on finishing a movie that was shot in Oregon, California by a director friend of mine, and I've been editing the audio and the color. So the past couple weeks I've been really working on that. So I haven't been available on weekends to do the podcast. Good news is I'm very close to done. So we'll start to have podcasts again.
Yeah.
Because I think the last one we did was in November.
Oh.
Or something. It's been months.
God, yeah. It's been a while.
And it is just me and Bryce today. Because scheduling we had to do this on a Monday and Evan had to fail a test or something at school.
Prayers to Evan. Good luck failing that exam. We all don't believe in you.
And as you may notice, we now have better mics. Instead of lavs, we have a little ghetto rig setup going on.
It works for us. It's fitting.
Works for me. I don't know about Bryce as much, but I think the only thing is we're going to get more of these extendable arms so I can actually lean back. And we only have 2 stands to rig as is, and fitting as Evan is failing right now. We only need 2. So next week we should have the other 2, and you guys can enjoy higher quality Do It and Die. All 4 of you can enjoy higher quality.
The 2 of you that watch these religiously can just really bask in the quality.
This just sounds like a sexier podcast.
It just sounds
now.
nice. Like, oh my God, there's like some bass in the voice.
Yeah, you can just whisper the whole thing. So
I'm telling you, that's why all these radio dudes just love themselves so much.
Right?
They
Yeah.
just hear this. They don't actually hear what they sound like. They just hear the nice bass tones.
I think Howard Stern might have an earpiece that he just hears himself like that all the time.
He just loves himself.
Yeah. So yeah, and we can forgive our mic etiquette if we talk off axis like that.
We kind of lean in and out.
We're just learning, okay, guys?
Still learning. Little by little.
So do you have anything interesting to talk about?
Oh God, just never. Oh my Lord.
Have you at any time?
I have. No, I don't. But I actually have seen a couple of bad movies recently.
Yes. What?
So I saw this movie called. It's from that dude I was telling you about, Ralph the Movie Maker, the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And he basically just either reviews movies that he thinks are good, or he talks about ones that he thinks are shit and like reasons why they suck. And so one of these movies was called Love on a Leash. And it's really hard to find a plot in it, but
it's
essentially
bestiality.
It gets dangerously close if we're being real, but it always has a really lighthearted tone, so it's never like, oh God, you know. Okay. But at the same time, it's like a dog that, like a man who was I guess he was a playboy, so then he gets like cursed by some like wizard who lives in like a pond, and then he becomes a golden retriever, and then I guess the only way he could become a man again is if he
gets the girl to
finds
kiss him.
love, like true love. As a dog,
it's so much easier to kiss like a golden retriever than a frog for like Princess and a Frog. You know?
I guess, but she
like,
never even kisses.
I've only kissed a frog twice, and I don't think that was a prince.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't do that. But like the whole thing stems around.
My tongue has bumps.
You should get that checked out. That's not healthy at all. The whole thing stems around him like meeting this chick. And then eventually she gets so done with men that she like to the retriever, she's like, I just want to be with you. And then he turns into a man, but he can only be a man at night.
Because of Shrek rules.
Because of arbitrary rules that don't make sense. And the whole movie is such a mess, and it's just terrible. It's probably the worst movie I've ever seen.
Is this on Amazon Prime or Netflix?
Not Netflix, maybe Amazon. I think like I watched it on like Tubi TV or something like that. Like one of those movies.
Or was it called Not to Be?
That's the question. I don't remember what I watched it on, but... And then I watched the newest Neil Breen movie with some of my friends, and it was a nightmare. You've seen some Neil Breen, right?
I've seen Fateful Findings.
Oh my gosh, Fateful Findings is something else, dude.
That's the thing, man. It's this... That guy has made movies, multiple
made several.
movies.
He's made like 5 movies.
And people watch him.
Well, ironically. Dude, he had a premiere here.
I know.
I didn't go.
Yeah, he was at the Guild talking, and I really wanted to get a signed, like,
some Neil
Citizen
Breen-ish.
Kane, like, signed poster of him. Jay and Silent Bob are coming to Santa Ana.
Oh, really?
May.
That's going to be a lot.
So I got tickets for that.
Yeah.
They're a bit better than Neil Breen. Breen or Brennan?
Breen.
Neil Brennan is a comedian.
I think he is, yeah.
He has
Neil
a stand-up called 3 Mics, and this is just 2 mics.
Oh, well.
So we're a third is good.
We're just trying.
He's really good.
2/3 is good. I've never actually listened to his
He wrote for Dave Chappelle.
Oh, damn.
On the Chappelle Show.
Then I would probably think he's pretty good then.
Yeah.
I like Dave Chappelle.
He's
Have
good.
you seen all his specials on Netflix?
I did,
too?
yeah.
I haven't seen the newest one, but I saw the first 2 and they were funny.
The World of Spin. That's the newest one. There was like 2 parts in the new one, and he's in the belly room, and there's like 40 people in that audience, and it's not like a 50-minute set of his. It's like
it's
a
kind of
50
just like
minute
him
of like
going up there and just
like
talking
rambling
and just
like, just shooting the shit.
He still kills it when he does.
Yeah,
that,
it's
though, dude.
amazing.
He's so funny. God,
he actually used these microphones for. If you pause
his special.
If you pause at 1847, you can see the Shure SM58 logo.
You can see us off stage left in the back, just smacking our lips.
Yeah,
and speaking like NPR.
I have a pop filter that isn't as good as the little mic thing, so you could hear my nose breathes.
Yeah, and you're like
that.
so close to it too. You're like all up. You're like leaning in for that special end of the night kiss.
We
right
need
there.
it. There's some settings on here that I gotta tweak a bit.
Fiddle with.
Yeah, because I'm sure I can move a bit back and just boost the gain, but I haven't tested like the noise floor.
So until then, you're just gonna be up on it.
So one thing me and Evan were talking about is if we do ever get if we do a schedule where we're doing the podcast every weekend, and the thing is, this took us like hour or so to set up. But
I wasn't a part of the setup.
when I leave it, like I leave it because I shot a video, so I had to like change all the way
and your
it was set up.
TV's right behind the camera too. So do you have to like put it away and bring it back out every time?
The thing is, I just scoot that to the corner.
Oh, that's right.
And then I leave the lights assembled. I just shrink them
Turn
down,
them off,
chuck them in the closet, and then we're good. But what I was thinking, so the audio on our last video, what's it called? Hot Sauce Fiasco, is pretty abysmal. and I apologize.
Just put it delicately.
This is so the hard thing about getting good audio for these sketches is, one, good audio equipment is almost always separate from the camera. Like there's always a sound guy on set instead of just the mic clipped onto the top like it is now for like reference audio. So the thing is, we don't have a lot of crew because it's just us.
We basically just have you. You're like the crew.
we got me and then 2 elves.
And then us who could sometimes just hold it here. Okay,
that can click some poles together and
whatever you say, Paul.
Sing some Icaros.
Seems right.
So we're gonna. What I think, I'm giving up getting audio inside the Blackmagic because the audio in the Blackmagic has never been ideal. And I've been trying to do 1/4 inch to 3.5 mil TRS to convert it, and the preamps
I don't even know what that means.
bad.
I don't know what that means.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get our good mic. So instead of this Rode shotgun mic, we're getting our good Rode NTG3 mic, and we're gonna rig it to a stand like this, and then we're gonna Velcro the recorder, which is like the little Tascam. We're going to Velcro that to here with the mix pre on. And then while I'm setting up the camera, Evan or you is going to walk this little stand and put the boom just right outside a shot because we don't have a boom guy.
Be one of these dudes.
Exactly. Yeah, get in the frame there. And so this mic stand is going to be our boom, and it's not going to be ideal because boom is supposed to be like right above your head.
Stick, yeah.
But it's going to be so much better than being on the camera because we can actually get it closer. So it'll be a benefit of no preamps, crappy preamps in the camera, plus closer signal to noise ratio.
Oh, nice. Good.
And I got this new fancy software that you chuck it into Premiere, and then you like right click it, and then it syncs the audio with the video. So I don't have to sit there, and we don't have to slate. We don't say take one, scene one of dick eating contest action.
Spoiler alert, Evan wins.
Oh, yeah, Evan's idea. We just ruined it. I think he was filming that himself tonight.
Yeah, I think, he has some cam show he does. I don't know.
He gets paid more than both of us. So.
Oh, yeah. Mainly off donations. He has a wish list on Amazon, too,
Yeah.
that a bunch of kind folks always.
So the idea, I'm saying so a lot. That's one thing you realize when you were hearing your voice.
You're like a 14-year-old girl giving a presentation in class.
So it's like, and so
if you want,
so
if you wish, you want.
You need to curb those crutch words. Those crutch words like and so.
Yeah, non-words.
need to be a little more eloquent. You need to articulate and pontificate in a manner that leaves others just basking in your intelligence, saying, how on earth did he speak so perfectly?
That's how I do it. That's how
I think we can end the podcast on that. No. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
The thing is, on top of just a little more prep time filming the episodes, I was gonna chuck you or Evan, or Evan, the Vixia, which is the little camcorder we shot everything up until our first girlfriend song. That was our first DSLR video.
Oh yeah.
So this thing has onboard mic, which isn't amazing, but it was the mic for most of our stuff.
Our early stuff, yeah.
Yeah, and that's passable for just behind the scenes stuff, because I think that'd be really cool. Like, I just give you and Evan the camera, and if we're setting up, like when we were filming Hot Sauce Fiasco, when we were like chugging Cholula or whatever it was.
Whatever it was.
Yeah, like whenever we were doing that, and we had to like wash our mouth with soap. All that stuff, like to film all that behind the scenes.
Which was probably actually funnier than the actual video.
I think it was. I think if the video sounded pristine,
Getting soap in
it
your
would
mouth.
have been really
crap.
good. Yeah, so we're gonna have better audio. We're gonna have behind the scenes, and I think if you and Evan are in charge of that, like whoever's not helping me move the mic while I'm setting up the camera is shooting behind the scenes.
Chilling.
And that's easy enough. It's auto everything, auto focus, exposure, white balance.
So easy, an elf monkey could do it.
Yeah.
Nope.
Keebler. Reese's Keebler. But not like Reese's Pieces, but like Reese's Monkey Keebler.
Yeah.
Fucking.
I got nothing.
Okay. So ideally we'd like to be able to release, a podcast, and we can shoot, because it took us like 40 minutes to shoot the Hot Sauce Fiasco.
That might even be a stretch. It might have been like 30.
Less. Yeah. So if we pitch ideas that we can actually film in like 40 minutes, and there's no location, costume changes, special effect, eye makeup,
what have you,
stuff, then we can get that turnaround time, because I edited that whole video in the same day.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that even before I got home, it was already up. So.
And we can, I think it was. The thing is, I say the thing is a lot too.
See, now you're just noticing these weird little quirks you have when you speak instead of just speaking. You're good, dude. Just talk.
The thing is probably the best horror movie I've ever seen.
I disagree. Have you seen Fateful Findings?
I've seen Cabbage Patch Kids, the movie. Garbage Pail Kids.
Garbage Pail.
That's what I
Oh
was
my
thinking.
gosh, that movie is
Holy
terrifying.
fuck.
Fucking A, dude.
Have you seen? I haven't seen it. The Peebles.
No, sounds like
That's-
a show on PBS Kids in the morning.
It's what Peter Jackson made after he made Bad Taste, but before like Heavenly Creatures.
Oh,
And
so
it's like a Muppet.
is it super
thing.
experimental and weird?
Yeah, but I really, really wanted to see it. I don't know if it exists. Hey, one of our 1,000 fans, if you want to mail us a copy of the Peebles, we'll do a live stream.
Live reaction. Bro.
Yeah.
We should start doing more of those. That might
I
even
was
be better than
thinking,
the
I was
podcast.
toying with the idea of we find a B movie on Netflix. Not the B movie.
That's like how I spend my Fridays, man. Like,
Yeah,
oh
you
god,
just-
the B movie is a B movie though. Have you ever tried to watch
I
that
definitely
fucking
have.
thing? Good god,
Ray Liotta.
is Ray Liotta in that movie?
He
no.
owns
Is he
the
the
honey
antagonist?
thing. Yeah.
Oh no,
Dude,
Ray Liotta, what happened since Goodfellas?
He's a bad fella now.
Oh no. He was kind of funny in Observe and Report. Did you see that movie?
I did. Yeah, that was
Fuck
fun.
you, Ronnie. Yeah, it was. And Windrock.
And he was a little bitch in Killing Them Softly. Did you see that with Brad Pitt? That's another gangsterish movie.
But that one's still kind of old though. That's back when he had more of a career.
2009?
2007, right? Oh, maybe I'm a little early.
One of our 1 million followers, please get back to us. Email us at...
If you know when Killing Him Softly was filmed, comment below.
The prize is we're thanking you right now.
A preemptive thanks. Thanks.
It's like on our Patreon, you can... we'll give you a preemptive thanks permanent. Like we're just going to do it once. Just one thanks to everybody.
Thank you.
Who's been funding this entire venture.
Everything you see around, including the clothes on our back, has been paid for by a Patreon user support.
And our fan art. Bryce, move your head. There you go. There's the fan art that one of our wonderful fans made us. One of our many, many fans.
There's so many jokes I could have made right there that I'm afraid to make.
I mean, there's a big fan in the room.
It's not on.
Okay. Let's get to talking about ideas.
Okay. Well,
I would like to do some more songs.
I also think song parodies and joke songs and stuff are always fun.
I think it's good. I have a couple random ideas I came up with coming home from Silver City one day.
Okay.
But the catch is I transcribed it into my phone with the voice.
So you lost the melody?
I mean, there was no melody.
Oh, it was just words.
But I didn't record it. It was one of the, I don't know what it's, dictation. Voice dictation.
Yeah. Siri.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I have a couple ideas I can run by you. I still like the Girl in the Math Class song.
I still really like that one, and also the My Lips song
Shibby.
still. And Shibby's a classic.
Let's be real.
Shibby is a classic.
So this idea is, I'm sure this has been done before though, but the cold open is a boy and a girl saying goodbye to each other after what we can presume was a date. And there's a little bit of awkwardness, but they both look,
It seems like they've
nice enough.
Okay.
Yeah. They walk away. And then it's, I guess it would be this like R&B beat of like a slow.
You're already like vibing.
Yeah,
on
I can hear it.
Beat.
And the whole premise is the guy mentions something he thought went well.
Okay.
Like, that's so interesting. I've never had a girl that offered to pay on the first date. And then it goes to her and she's like,
wow,
he's so cheap, he didn't pay on the first date.
I had to fucking pay.
I guess it gets more and more. I don't know if it's going to be a little more subtle. Where
I think it should start off a little sweeter, where it's like a little more ambiguous. Where she's like, "Oh wow, I had to pay," and then you're like, "Okay," at first, but then by the end, she's just like, "Holy shit!" Like, "Wow, this guy sucks," and he's like, "Wow, she might be the one." Like,
yeah, exactly. The more they think about it, the more they clear the ideas.
Yeah, the shift
are that this is not going to work at all.
These are not two people who should be together.
Yeah, and then the flashbacks, I guess, when they're singing is. We could film the same action just twice, and there's a disgust face on the girl the second time.
So yeah, you see the guy like about to pay, and she's like, "I can do it," and then he's just like, "Sure."
Yeah,
and then she's like,
or he's just rummaging through his wallet, and he's like, "I don't know where my card is, but this is so weird. It's usually in here." And then she's like, "Okay, fine, I'll pay." And he's like, "Wow, she paid.
Cool, this girl's awesome,
she
man.
takes care of me."
Oh,
so stuff like that. Yeah. And let's see.
I like that one.
So the dictation is so awful. I can't even.
It's hard to follow.
I can't follow it. It's the other thing is it's a nice guy song.
Okay.
But it's about how being a nice guy doesn't pay, but it's not like nice guy to girl stuff. It's stupid little things like I'm the type of guy that'll never fill my water cup with soda.
Oh, just like, oh.
That's good. This is all part of this. They should
just like really fucking innocuous things.
Yeah. just the stupidest nice guys that wouldn't pay off. He's like, I'm a nice guy. Why doesn't better things happen to me? And it's
like things that you just shouldn't do.
He like throws a pice of trash and it lands on the rim of the trash, and then he walks over and puts it in. He's like, I don't get rewarded.
Yeah, what am I getting in return? Doing all this.
And something like maybe he sees a guy jaywalking and to go visit his girlfriend, and they like kiss, and then he walks on the crosswalk and no one's there to like greet him or anything, and he's what
the fuck, man?
Yeah.
And I lied. I actually do have some ideas.
Oh, great, cool. I got one more potential song idea. The idea is, if a rich guy is dating a woman, and let's say he buys her like a Lamborghini or something. Mm-hmm. For Memorial Day.
Oh, as one rich man would do for the woman he's dating, yeah.
That's something a girl appreciates, right?
I would think so, yeah.
And the price of that Lamborghini compared to the money he makes is minuscule. Like, this guy's like Bezos baller, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And he can't, he's giving her all this stuff, but it's like 0.0001% of his
there's
wealth.
Nothing he can get for her that is actually substantial enough.
So here's where the twist comes in. That's when it cuts to like me in my parents' basement, and buying her Taco Bell makes me overdraft. Isn't that way more romantic?
I think it is.
Because I gotta pay $30 on that overdraft fee.
Mm-hmm. In
plus
addition
the 99
to the
cents
Taco
for the
Bell.
nacho fries.
Exactly. So,
and she didn't even eat the cheese.
And she didn't even, she's just like, wow, he's cheap. He bought me a burrito.
Yeah.
And then this other one's
like, that's a 5-layer burrito. No. Beefy 5-layer.
Beefy 5-layer burrito. Sour cream shit.
I bet you if we sat here long enough, we could actually name everything on the Taco Bell menu.
I could at least do
all the boxes.
The dollar section.
There you go. So yeah, the
kind of stark contrast between the wealthy dude who buys extravagant gifts, but still it's nothing to him. He can do it without batting an eye. And then this other dude who really cares about this chick, and all he can do is get her these little gifts, but they fuck him over in the long.
And that got
me,
not
even a skit. That's just
life.
Real shit. Yeah.
And it got me thinking, where if you date, like, let's say you date like a Christian guy and you're a girl, or a guy,
usually a Christian person,
and you date like a Christian thing. If he treats you, if he hugs you and he says, "How was your day?" Like, that's just expected of that guy.
Bless.
But if you find like a rude ass bitch, like the school bully, like, think of your school bully. If you can get that guy to remember your birthday, that's so much more impressive than the polo, Christian guy doing it.
Wearing, yeah, I love you, Jennifer.
Yeah. Isn't that? And that's the thing where I'm like, well, maybe if you're dating a bad person,
I don't think being Christian has to do with remembering like birthdays.
Yeah.
Well, the Lord told me you were born in April, so blessed art we.
Yeah, I just think that there is a mentality that, I think there's a mentality.
I like those dichotomies though. It's interesting.
That it could be more romantic to get the hard, like, think of Red from That 70s Show, to cook you a cake.
Oh yeah,
versus,
damn it, Kitty.
Some guy booking a romantic hotel and
some dude who's always like, yeah, sure,
planning a nice picnic that he does every other week.
Yeah.
Like, step up your game, dude. Because
what are you doing?
The same shit every week.
You're fucking up.
You're doing romantic picnics and hikes and
make it matter. Don't bastardize it. Do it in mediation.
Yeah.
Too much of a good thing becomes mundane,
normal.
And then when you actually do need to show her something, what's left?
Yep.
What's left?
And this is a relationship podcast. Of right now. Welcome to the relationship Do It and Then Die
Girls,
podcast.
we're talking about live stuff out here.
One thing I kind of wanted to say was, with all this YouTube adpocalypse stuff that's going on, and there's YouTube apparently has secret metadata in videos that prevents advertisers from putting on the videos. And not that, like, we lost our partner status because we don't have 1,000 subs.
Yeah.
So we don't make any money, period, anymore. Not that we
Other
made
than
a
our
lot.
Patreon, thank you.
Thank you. The idea that the algorithm has to find a way they can think a video is unmonetizable. And one of those things happens to be searching the tags that you put in every video.
Okay.
and then guessing the content.
Ooh.
And a tag in every one of our videos is die. So I'm fairly sure, because I looked at the map of
It's working against us.
ads. Yeah, so like every one of our videos has die in there. So unless we appeal it, it will never get ads because the computer, as far
They
as
don't
the
want to
computer's concerned,
advertise
it's
with
deaf.
death. Yeah.
Exactly. And it's not, there's like, even like some news channels were getting hit with that shit because they would say like, oh, a school shooter, and they're like, shooter.
Oh my God. No one wants to make money off these ads. Yeah, exactly.
So that's just
We might need
one thing
a
I was thinking of.
rebranding.
Yeah, let's just be called the
Just do it.
Bears, the fluff puff bear heads.
It rolls off the tongue. Welcome back to another fluff puff bear heads podcast.
Oh, you fluffy buffies. We just change it every time.
Fluff buffs.
You noofer boofer.
You coofer woofer doofer.
And just yeah.
I have an idea.
Ideas.
So I was getting frustrated recently because I really like sports. But one thing that bugs me in a lot of sports is whenever they interview the athletes, either they're just they seem really uneducated or they're from like a foreign country, you know. So
Yeah,
they're like, we went out there and we played
Yeah.
basketball, you know. So I was thinking it would be funny if there's just like a ridiculously concise and articulate athlete giving like the rundown of like the final minutes of a game to a reporter. So like the reporter is like, Tyrone, you were absolutely on fire out there. Can you tell us what was going through your mind in the final minutes? He's like, well, honestly, to break it down quite frankly, I think the team, our cohesion was really well. We were working as a unit. We were moving the basketball flawlessly, almost effortlessly at times, and just use as many like superfluously fluffy words.
It's really
and
a
just,
hive mind
like
of our neuron
really
connections.
eloquent. Yeah, bastard. Yeah, exactly. We were kind of firing off of all cylinders. Everything was working in our favor. Things that weren't working in our favor. Instead of getting mad and drowning in a sea of acrimony, we were always amicable. We were always able to strive ahead, and we conquered our problems with utmost aplomb and like
Our
just going
synapses, our axons and dendrites were receiving neuron capacities in such a way that we were able to read each other's movements.
on a hypermolecular level. We were just we were getting it. And then they go over to the dude who looks
next
like he
guy
should
is
be
like,
intelligent. Where we won.
We won good.
We did it.
Kick the ball. They're playing basketball. We kicked the ball.
We kicked it. We weren't supposed to, so we stopped doing that, and we won.
Maybe if that guy can get all the fame for it, like, because I don't think if the intelligent vernacular goes way over everyone's head, this guy is like the layman, right? And he's the one that everyone gets the message from. So the reporter isn't sure what's going on. Like, she has to ask follow-up questions from the smart guy, but then the idiot just gets the point across perfectly.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just the stupidest.
Could you explain what you mean to me by that? Maybe tree can. We passed and we shot good. Okay, thank you. And
That's the only soundbite we needed. Thank you.
you did great.
That.
Good game.
Okay, let me just start off by saying it's been a long day.
It's been a long time coming.
And Bryce tried to help today and insert the SD card into the recorder.
I did not.
What he forgot to do was quick format the card.
I did not.
So that it doesn't run out of space mid-recording.
These accusations are false. They are unwarranted. They are simply lies.
I love how whispering sounds so much better with this. So sexy. So we're almost done. We're almost wrapped up.
We're almost wrapped.
That's a wrap. So is there anything you'd like to tell people?
No, but like I was gonna tell you, you know.
Idea. Yeah.
It's not an idea, really. It's just like a stupid
It's one
thing
he's
I
been
wrote
working
down.
on for years.
Not at all. So there's the classic getting pulled over by the cop, and he's like, "Here, how much have you had to drink?" You know, and what seems to be the officer problem? You know,
Yes.
just messing up the words.
Yes.
But the one that I thought was kind of funny was, "How much have you had to drink this evening, sir?" And then he's like, "I had a little bit of wife with my wine this evening." So it's not that great, but I just thought it was kind of funny. Just like slip into another idea, just a line.
I love that.
I just thought it was funny, kind of, because I think I accidentally actually wrote it down wrong, and then I was like, "Oh, that kind of works."
I don't think that's as think as you funny it is.
Oh, it's not. It's definitely not.
I love that. That's good.
But then I also like, these are just like actual ideas, but not like concepts for a skit. So like I used to talk to some people about being biracial and how it was kind of the best of both worlds because you have like a black angel on one shoulder and then a white angel on the other shoulder, and they're kind of at odds with each other all the time. So I think there's a lot of comedic potential there. Just of having like the one, like obviously it'd be pretty racy and you'd have to delve into stereotypes pretty good to I got this one. Yeah. So you have like you're driving looking for something to eat, and then your inner white voice. It's like a dude wearing like a collared shirt.
Panera bread is right around the corner.
There is a Panera though. Oh, I don't need those calories though. And then you just have the black, and he's like, oh shit, I'm just gonna just curb it.
I'm just gonna let you know there is a KFC right next to Panera.
There is. And that's when you get really fucked up because you're like, do I go? Actually, Popeyes is better than KFC though.
I got an idea.
I might get some Popeyes today. That sounds good.
Fuck, dude.
Doesn't that sound good as shit? You're gonna get
Popeyes do they have absolutely. Do they have Nashville Hot fried chicken at Popeyes?
No, Louisiana.
Is it Nashville Hot? Is that what I'm thinking of? Is that a right seasoning?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Let me see.
I think Nashville Hot is. It was originated.
I'm afraid to Google Nashville Hot.
I don't know what city it was originated in.
Nashville Hot.
Atlanta.
Nashville Hot. Oh yeah,
hey, that's a thing.
It is a thing. Okay, good.
I know things.
Yeah.
No. Okay, so I like your idea, but hear me out. Instead of white and black, it's going to be a Mexican and black. And they argue over, it'll be like, oh, there's a Los Cuartes or Little Anita's, or we do like a national chain that people would know for Mexican. And then there's, so, and at the end, one's looking for KFC and one's looking for tacos. And then they go to a Taco Bell KFC mashup, which is right across the street from us. There's like literally across the street.
It's right up there on
Taco Bell and KFC. And then I guess when we...
And then it brings down racial barriers. Mm-hmm. And then everyone holds hands.
And holds tacos.
Yeah, no, they share a taco and drumstick and everything's beautiful. And the person who sells it to them, get this.
Colonel Sanders.
I was going to say a Native American. Yes! And then, you need to have everybody. We need to have every race.
If we could do a We Are the World with tacos
with
and
stereotypes
chicken,
of food, we could kill racism in an afternoon.
Let's slice racism by the throat and hang.
Let's hang racism and shoot it in the face.
Let's burn them at the stake. Is that vampires?
I think it's racists, right? Like if you hold up garlic, racists start burning. They're like, that's Dracula's whole problem. He was like the leader of the KKK.
Yeah, you put the salt because they have to count things. That's why they're afraid of salt, right?
Yeah,
because they have arithmetic Count Dracula. Count Chocula. What's the Sesame Street guy? The Count.
The Count.
It's just the Count.
It's the Count.
It's fucking lame.
1, 2. It's just the Count.
I really love to
call.
That was cool. Oh man, I hope that's in the recording. That'd be really good.
If it's just not, we just
start
like
doing
idiots,
that. Yeah, it's like the people are in the hall.
You still have to move your mouth like you're saying. So
oh yeah.
I'm going to the living out of every. I really hope that's in there.
I really do. I think. Well, it's if it's on the meters, it should be.
Wait, hold on. Do it again.
Yep.
I don't know.
I mean, it's on, I can see it here. It should be.
Oh, it's showing this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And if not, I'll just add it in post and say it works.
It's kind of
edit this part out.
It's kind of not necessary, also because I'm pretty sure we've been cussing already.
Fuck. Love fucking shit.
You're up the fucks. You're censoring the wrong part.
There is a great scene in Punching the Clown. If you haven't seen that movie with Henry Phillips,
I have not seen.
Who is in Silicon Valley because he's friends with Mike Judge.
I like Mike Judge,
and he's a great comedian. There's 2 movies. It's Punching the Clown, and then ... and Punching the Clown that came out a couple years back, or year back, or day back. And he's going on the radio, and and it goes, okay, there is a cuss song in this song coming up, and he's talking to the radio producer. He says, can you just mute it when that comes on? I forgot this does have no bad word in it. He says, yeah, just signal me when the bad word's coming on, and I'll do it. I'll switch the feed over to you, and you just say poop or caca or whatever instead of shit, and just signal me and I'll switch it. And then it goes like, all the things I love to hit, I really gotta shit, and he signals him, and then it's and then he says, oh fuck, shit, I fucked it up, and they switched it right as he's cussing.
So you only hear the cussing.
Yeah. So you hear like specifically only cussing.
Fuck. Shit.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Oh, this button's dangerous though. If this really works, like we're gonna
abuse
utilize
the fuck out of that button. Yeah.
I won't tell Evan it's there, and he won't see this podcast. I'm
probably. Oh, he's not gonna watch it.
Like,
he's not gonna watch it.
But yeah, if we could, I'd like to give a world of Coke, like trademarked or.
The Pepsi one, the really bad one with Kendall Jenner.
No, it's the popular. I like to give the world a Coke and live in harmony.
Which is basic. They basically took that Pepsi idea, but managed to not fuck it up as bad. Do you remember that whole fiasco?
I don't know the Pepsi thing.
It was like they were doing like a Black Lives Matter protest, and then like a bunch of people screaming at him, and then Kendall Jenner comes out and she's like, "Hang on!" She just like opens a Pepsi, and everyone just starts having
But this was from like the 80s or something. This was
that's what the Coke one's better than
yeah.
So the Pepsi tried to do the Coke one, but then they fucked it up. Okay.
Wow. Yeah, I do remember that out loud.
Yeah, that was funny as hell. Did you see the SNL skit they did about that? That was pretty funny.
The last SNL
he was like,
thing
hey,
I saw.
I just got my first directing gig. Yeah, it's with Kendall Jenner. I'm really excited. It's a Pepsi thing. I don't know. I think it's going to be a big deal. It's so funny.
That's great. Just like hours before.
Yeah. On set.
It exploded.
And then he's like, yeah, so basically, it's like Black Lives Matter, radicals, and then they clash. And then, wait, what? Wait, I shouldn't do... Well, no, everyone's here. We're about to start shooting. No, I can't stop it. The person on the phone's basically like, don't do it.
Oh my God. No, I have not.
Pretty funny.
The last thing I did see was when they did, was it Kellyanne Conway in the sewers as It?
Oh, I didn't see that one.
And
I don't watch SNL anymore. This one was old, like whenever the Pepsi thing did happen. So yeah.
Yeah, I only saw it because I just saw It, and then I saw that they were doing
You saw It, and then you saw It.
Then I saw Tit.
Ooh.
For tat.
What was that? Oh.
Tit for tat is a tattoo I'm getting. Well, I'm getting tit for my tattoo. Like I'm just getting a tit.
Like a single breast.
Just tit.
Just isolated from the...
Just tit. How big? It should be like the size of a dime. But with all the detail, like that when they carve things out of like the lead of a pencil, and then you have to like microscope it. We could have a microscopic section of the podcast.
You have to like zoom in. Okay, everybody blow up your screens. Zoom into the bottom left-hand corner.
Yeah, but
for your chance to get a free tit tattoo. It's ridiculous.
I guess the audio listeners would just turn up their volume.
The audio listener?
That's like a magnifying glass.
Would he or she?
Okay, I think this is a sign to wrap this up.
Yeah.
I do like the KFC Taco Bell twist on it.
That's interesting.
And then if we
could play with it a bit more and turn it into something.
I mean, I play with it every night. And
we're gonna need to find a way to keep Evan away from this one until it's a little more. Because if Evan comes in, it's just gonna become a racial.
It'll be really
fiasco.
Honestly, racist though.
That's what I'm saying. That's what we're trying to avoid.
It would be a little bit too much.
Yeah, it would be the point where people. I saw what you were going for, but. The Klansman coming out at the end didn't really work for me. I don't see how that factors in.
I've made all these suits, guys.
You see Evan in
at
the back
Savers, yeah,
sewing shit. Yeah.
Well. Thank you guys for listening.
Thank you, guy.
Thank
or
you,
girl,
woman,
whichever person.
Him, her, Zer.
Thank you to the four of you. You have been delightful and pleasant. Above all else, here. Probably not anymore. You probably shut it off long ago. Thank you regardless.
Goodbye. I bid you all a very fond farewell.
Later.